With a goal and 2 assists so far this season for the Ottawa Charge defender, Brooke Hobson joins us today ahead of another busy week of PWHL action. And Brooke, I guess, you've just gotten back into the swing of things post-Olympic break. How does it feel kind of welcoming your teammates back, some of them with maybe a little bit of a scowl and some of them with a big smile?
Yeah, it's been great having them back. We've had a short roster with the Olympic break there for the past few weeks, so welcoming them back is excited. And throughout the break, we definitely missed them all. So there's a couple golds and silvers on the team, but the team's super proud of them, regardless of what they came home with, and we're just happy to have them back here in Ottawa.
Does that make that first battle practice or the drills where you're kind of stuck in the corner a little bit extra juicy, or does everybody kind of put the colors back on and represent their team?
Yeah, I think now we're all in red now, and we're excited to be back with the Ottawa Charge, and I think they feel the exact same way. So, from what they said, they're excited to be back here and playing for the Charge as well.
Okay, now, so with the first half of the season done, you've got 22 hits. That was actually good enough for top 20 in the PWHL. I love that stat. The media guy must have known that I love that stat because he gave it to me ahead of this interview. Is that something that was always in your game? You just needed to be told you could do it?
Yeah, I think so. I think if my minor hockey refs remember me and Prince Albert, they probably remember a few hits when they weren't necessarily allowed over there. So I think the hitting in the PWHL really forms well into my gameplay, and it's something I do try and bring onto the ice because it brings a lot of energy to the team and the crowd here in Ottawa. So I do take a lot of pride in trying to be a physical presence out there and bring some energy that way.
Now, speaking of bringing energy, nothing brings energy like scoring a goal. And your goal against Toronto, it was actually kind of an early Christmas present, but boy, was that one the bar down and a big celebration. That's got to feel pretty nice heading into the break.
Yeah, definitely. That one was an exciting one for me there. I had a couple important people in the stands watching me as well. So that was a big moment for me. It also feels good to get the first one off your back in on a new team. So I definitely felt a little lighter, I think, after that. And, I think it's definitely one I'll remember for a long time.
2025-2026 is already on pace to be your best point production. But let's describe to the two new teams in Vancouver and Seattle that have joined the league. You've been to both arenas now. So what's it like with the two new teams and growth in the PWHL?
It's amazing to see the growth happen so quickly. And I know, like us over here, the league's primarily been, East Coast sort of. So it's nice to be able to go and explore, the West Coast a bit. And those teams, it's exciting to play against them. They have a great fan base, even though it's the very first year. And you go into a new rink not really expecting anything or not knowing what to expect. So the first times that we've walked into those rinks, it's been a very professional atmosphere, and it kind of blew expectations just from a visiting team. So it's been fun to go over there and watch the PWHL expand.
That's Brooke Hobson joining us, the defender with the Ottawa Charge. Thanks so much, Brooke.
Thank you.